Welcome, dear one. Thank you for being here. Thank you for choosing to spend this time with yourself, with your breath, with your spirit, and with the quiet part of you that may be ready to be cared for. When you're ready, take a slow, deep breath in through your nose and let it leave you gently. Allow the room around you to soften. Let the edges of the day become quieter. Let your body know that for the next moments, there is nowhere else you have to arrive. You are already here. You are already held by the floor beneath you, by the breath moving through you, by the quiet decision you made to pause and receive. Let your eyes close if they aren't already closed. Let your jaw unclench. Let your shoulders drop away from your ears. Let the muscles of your face become smooth and unguarded, as if some kind hand has passed over your forehead and reminded you that you do not have to hold yourself so tightly here. Breathe in through the nose if you can, soft and steady. Breathe out through the mouth, slow and complete. Again, breathe in, and on the exhale, imagine the weight of the outside world slipping down the body, down through your hips, through your legs, and into the earth. You are not forcing relaxation. You are allowing it. You are not trying to become someone different. You are simply returning to the part of you that has always known how to be quiet, how to be cared for, and how to be near something sacred without needing to explain it yourself. And now, in the space behind your closed eyes, begin to sense a soft silver light. It is faint at first, like moonlight touching water far away. With every breath, it grows a little clearer, a little wider, until you can feel that this light is not above or outside of you. It is inviting you somewhere. Let yourself follow it. You find yourself standing at the edge of a quiet shore just before night has fully settled. The sky above you is washed in deep blue and lavender, with a thin glow of pearl along the horizon. Everything feels hushed, not empty, but waiting, the kind of waiting that feels ancient and kind. Before you, the water stretches wide and calm. It does not look like ordinary water. It glistens with silver, pearl, soft blue, and pale violet, as if the moon has been poured into it and stirred gently by unseen hands. Small ripples move across the surface, catching light and letting it go. Each ripple seems to breathe. Near your feet rests a small wooden boat. It is simple, but beautifully made, carved from dark, smooth wood that has been polished by water and time. Along the side of the boat are tiny silver charms tied with soft cord. Little moons, small feathers, shells, and beads that make the faintest music when the breeze touches them. You understand without being told that this boat has come for you, not to take you away from yourself, but to carry you deeper into yourself, into a place where your spirit can loosen its grip, into a place where the body can remember safety. Step carefully inside. Feel the boat shift beneath your weight, then steady itself. The wood is warm under your hands. A folded blanket waits for you, woven in soft earth colors with threads of silver running through it. Wrap it around your shoulders if you wish. The boat begins to move without oars, gliding forward as if the water itself is carrying you home. The shore behind you fades slowly. The world you came from becomes quiet. Not gone, but distant enough that you no longer have to answer to it. The boat carries you across the glowing water. With every slow movement forward, the air becomes cleaner, cooler, and softer against your skin. It smells faintly of night water, wet stone, distant wood smoke, and something floral carried from a place you have not seen yet. Look down over the side of the boat. Beneath the surface, you see threads of light moving through the water like living silver. They do not rush. They weave and unwind. Every now and then, a soft blue glow rises from below and disappears again, as if the deep itself is breathing blessings upward. You do not have to steer. You do not have to know the way. For once, let yourself be carried. Feel what it's like to be supported without earning it. Feel what it's like to rest while something wise and gentle does the moving for you. The boat rocks just enough to soothe your nervous system, just enough to remind the body of being held before it ever learned to brace. You may begin to notice that the thoughts you brought with you are becoming less sharp. They may still be there, but they are softer now, like stones underwater. You can see them, but you do not have to pick them up. The water grows brighter ahead. Through a veil of mist, you can see land coming into view. A pale sandy shore. Dark trees beyond it. And between the trees, a circular shape glowing warmly from within. The boat slows. The charms along its edge give one gentle chime, as if announcing your arrival. The boat touches the sand so softly, you barely feel it. Step out when you are ready. Your feet meet the shore, and the sand is cool, fine, and clean. It gives slightly beneath you, receiving your weight without resistance. Each step leaves a shallow print. Then the sand smooths itself again behind you. Ahead of you, The healing lodge waits in clearing beneath tall trees. It is circular, built from smooth stone at the base, aged timber, woven branches, and layers of soft fabric that move gently in the night air. The roof rises low and rounded, with a small opening at the center where a thin ribbon of smoke curls upwards into the stars. Silver charms hang from the doorway. Some are shaped like tiny hands, some like circles that never break. They turn slowly in the breeze, catching the firelight from within. Their sound is delicate and comforting, not loud enough to disturb the night, only enough to let you know this place is alive with care. There are bundles tied near the entrance, but they are not heavy or overwhelming. They are simple and beautiful. Dried flowers, smooth river stones, strips of soft cloth, feathers, small pieces of pale wood warmed by the sun long ago. The scents around the lodge are gentle. Clean smoke, warm timber, faint sweetness, and the mineral scent of stone after rain. At the doorway stands the medicine woman. She is still, not stiff. Still in the way old mountains are still. Still in the way a deep lake is still when it knows exactly what it holds. The medicine woman wears earth-colored layers that fall softly around her body. Deep brown, sand, clay, charcoal, and muted moss. Around her neck are old beads, smooth stones, and small medicine pouches worn dark from years of use. Her long hair falls over her shoulders, touched here and there by silver threads that shine like moonlight. Her eyes are calm, steady, and kind. They do not search you for what is wrong. They do not measure how well you have survived. They simply recognize you, as if some part of her has been expecting your footsteps long before you knew you were coming. She lifts one hand in welcome. Her palm is warm and lined, a hand that has gathered water, braided hair, helped grief, blessed children, tended fires, and touched the foreheads of those who have forgotten how to rest. Her voice is low and gentle when she speaks. You've traveled far. Come. There is nothing you must do here. Only allow. Let these words move through you slowly. There is nothing you must do here. Only allow. You do not have to be impressive here. You do not have to be strong here. You do not have to explain your tiredness, prove your worthiness, or make your heart more presentable. The medicine woman steps aside and invites you into the lodge. And as you pass through the doorway, the silver charms give a soft, shimmering sound above your head. It feels like crossing into a place that remembers the oldest language of healing: warmth, patience, touch, breath, and belonging. Inside the lodge, the air is warm but not heavy. A small central fire burns low in a circle of stones, its flames golden white at the center and amber at the edges. The The smoke rises cleanly through the opening in the roof, carrying with it the soft scent of sun-warmed wood and faint resin. All around the circular walls are woven blankets, smooth branches, clay bowls, small shelves of stones, shells, feathers, folded cloth, and silver threads tied into knots of prayer. Nothing feels cluttered. Everything has a place. Everything has been chosen with care. The floor is covered in layered rugs and soft hides. Cushions are arranged near the fire. A low bed of blankets waits along one side of the lodge, thick and inviting, with fabrics in cream, smoke gray, soft brown, and pale blue. The blankets look as if they've absorbed years of warmth from the fire and years of prayers from quiet hands. The medicine woman gestures for you to sit near the fire. As you lower yourself down, feel the support beneath you. Let your hips settle. Let your spine find an easier shape. And let your hands rest wherever they naturally land. She kneels beside a small clay bowl and pours warm water from a dark pitcher. The sound is slow and soothing. She dips her fingers into the bowl, then flicks a few droplets toward the fire. The flames answer with a soft crackle. She says quietly, "This place does not ask you to empty yourself. It asks you to be received." And something in you, maybe a place that has been working too hard for a long time, begins to listen. The medicine woman moves behind you and places her hands just above your shoulders without touching at first. You can feel the warmth of her palms hovering there, patient and steady. She waits for your body to understand that nothing is being taken from you. Nothing is being demanded. Then, with the gentlest pressure, her hands come to rest. A slow breath moves through you, perhaps deeper than the breath before. Her hands are warm, grounded, and sure. She does not push your shoulders down. She reminds them that they can stop climbing. She reminds the muscles along your neck they are not pillars holding up the sky. She reminds your back that the whole world was never meant to be carried alone. With each exhale, imagine the body becoming less guarded, not collapsed, not weak, just safe enough to soften. She moves slowly, pressing her thumbs into the tight spaces beside your spine, then sweeping her hands outward as if smoothing wrinkles from cloth. Every movement has a rhythm. Every movement says, "I am here. You are here. We have time." The firelight moves across the lodge walls. The silver charms above the doorway shift and shine. Somewhere outside, water touches the shore in slow, repeating whispers. The medicine woman leans closer and says, "Your body has been speaking to you with the only language it had. Do not be angry with it for trying to protect you. Let that settle. Let it become permission. Your body is not your enemy. Your sensitivity is not a flaw. Your tiredness is not a failure. These are messages from a sacred house that has been asking for tenderness. When you are ready, the medicine woman guides you to the low bed of blankets. You may lie down in your imagination, or simply allow your body where it is right now to feel as though it has been placed in that softness. The blankets are warm from the fire. They rise around you with comforting weight, not trapping you, only helping you feel the outline of yourself. A folded cloth is placed beneath your head. Another rests across your feet. The lodge seems to grow quieter, as if every object inside understands that you are being cared for now. The medicine woman sits beside you with a small wooden tray. On it is a shallow bowl of oil, a comb that's carved from pale bone or polished wood, a soft cloth, and a brush unlike any brush you've ever seen before. The bowl of oil glows faintly in the firelight. She warms it between her palms before touching you. The scent rises slowly, soft flowers just opening at dusk. Warm resin from the heart of a tree, a trace of clean smoke, sun-warmed wood, and something gently sweet, like honey hidden in the air but never too much. It is not sharp. It is not heavy. It is sacred in a quiet way, comforting, clean, like being wrapped in the memory of a place where you were always safe to close your eyes. She touches the oil first to the crown of your head, just one warm circle, then another. Her fingertips move slowly through your hair, along your scalp, behind your ears, at the base of your skull. Every motion is careful. Nothing is rushed, nothing careless. Allow yourself to receive this care as deeply as you are able. The medicine woman works the oil through your hair with reverence, as if tending a sacred river. Her fingertips move in small circles, then long strokes, loosening the places where worry has gathered. The warmth of the oil spreads slowly across your scalp, down the roots, and into the body like a message. You are allowed to be tended. You are allowed to be cherished. The brush rests beside her, waiting. Its handle is made from dark polished wood carved perfectly to fit the hand. Tiny silver bands circle the handle, and into the wood, small waves, leaves, and stars. At the end of the handle hangs one little charm, a silver circle with a single blue bead in its center. The bristles are soft but strong, made for smoothing, not pulling. They catch the firelight like fine threads. She lifts the brush and begins at the ends of your hair, patient and unhurried. One slow stroke, then another. Each movement feels like it's brushing more than your hair. It is brushing out the static of the day, the words you swallowed, the noise that clung to you, the old tension that forgot it could leave. With every stroke, your breathing becomes easier. She whispers, There are knots that do not need to force. There are knots that open when they finally feel safe. Let that be true somewhere inside of you. Let it be true for the places in your heart that became tangled because they were trying to protect something tender. Let the brush move through the imagined strands of your worry. Let the oil soften what has been dry. Let the warmth reach the thoughts that have been brittle from too much trying. You are not being fixed. You are being cared for. The brushing continues until it becomes almost like a lullaby. Long, slow, steady strokes. The fire crackles. The smoke rises. The lodge breathes around you. Outside, the night deepens, and the trees hold their watch like guardians. As she brushes, the medicine woman begins to hum. The sound is low and wordless, more vibration than song. It seems to move through the blankets, through the floor, through the stones of the lodge, through your bones. It does not perform, it carries. Her humming gathers in the center of your chest, not as pressure, but as warmth. Imagine a small place there beginning to glow. Perhaps it looks like an ember, perhaps like a pearl, perhaps like a tiny lantern cupped between two hands. With each breath, that glow becomes steadier. The medicine woman says, "You have given so much of your light to the world. Let some of it come home now." And as she says this, imagine all the scattered pieces of your energy returning gently. Not from people by force, not with anger, simply returning because they hear your name. From busy rooms, from old conversations, from worry, from places where you left yourself so others could be more comfortable. Tiny threads of silver light drift back across the water, through the door of the lodge, and into the warm glow of your chest. Nothing crashes back into you. Nothing overwhelms you. It returns in the exact amount your body can receive. Slow, soft, wise, like birds returning to a tree at dusk. Let some of your light come home now. The medicine woman sets the brush aside and places both hands lightly at the sides of your head. Her palms are warm from the oil, and the scent around you becomes even softer. Flowers, resin, faint smoke, sweet wood, and clean night air. She asks you to imagine a bowl of clear water resting above your heart. The bowl is not heavy. It is made of pale clay, smooth and simple. Inside it is water so still that it reflects the stars through the roof of the lodge. Every breath you take sends one small ripple across the water. Every exhale makes it smooth again. You do not have to empty the bowl. You do not have to stir it. You only have to notice that within you there is a small place that can become still. Thoughts may come. Let them pass across the water like night birds. Feelings may arise. Let them make their ripple and move on. Sensations may shift in the body. Let the bowl remain held. The medicine woman speaks softly near your ear. There is a quiet inside you that the world did not create and the world cannot take away. The words move through you like warm light. There is a quiet inside of you, not a silence made by shutting down, not a silence made by hiding, a living quiet, a holy quiet, a place where your spirit still knows the sound of its own name. Rest there for a few breaths. Let the bowl of water above your heart become clear. Let the stars reflect there. Let your own face, softer now, appear in the surface. Not perfect, not untouched by life, but beautiful because you are real, because you kept going, because there is still tenderness in you. After a time, the medicine woman rises and walks to the central fire. She returns with a small bundle wrapped in soft cloth. She opens it beside you. Inside are smooth stones, pale shells, a little silver thread, and a piece of wood worn silky by many hands. She places the smooth wood in your palm. It fits there as if it was shaped for you. It is warm from being near the fire, and along one side are tiny carved marks. They do not form words you know, but your spirit understands them as a blessing. This is not something you must carry as a burden. It is simply a reminder. A small piece of the lodge, a sign that the care you received here does not disappear when you leave. She closes your fingers around it and says, when the world becomes loud, return to the place in you that was brushed with oil, warmed by fire, and remembered by water. Feel the truth of that. You are allowed to have an inner place that no one can take from you. You are allowed to come back to warmth. You are allowed to pause before answering the world. You are allowed to choose tenderness without apologizing for it. The medicine woman places one smooth stone near your feet, one near your heart, and one above your head. Each stone glows faintly, silver in the firelight. The 3 stones form a gentle line of protection, not a wall, but a path. Body, heart, spirit, root, center, crown. She hums again, and the stones answer with a quiet vibration that feels like being held from below, beside, and above. Now she invites you into deeper rest. You do not have to follow every word closely. Let the words become like smoke, like water, like hands smoothing blankets over the body. Feel the heaviness of your feet. Let the feet soften. Let your ankles soften. Let your calves become quiet. Let the knees release their small hidden effort. Let the thighs grow heavy. Let the hips sink into support. Feel your belly soften now. Not because it has to look or be any certain way, because it is allowed to move with breath. Let the ribs loosen. Let the chest open just enough for breath to enter without force. Let the shoulders melt downward. Let the arms grow warm. Let the elbows, wrists, palms, and fingers rest. Let the throat soften. Let the tongue rest low in the mouth. Let the jaw unclench again. Let your cheeks become smooth. And let that space around your eyes grow wide, dark, and peaceful. Let the forehead clear. The medicine woman sits beside you, one hand near your head, one hand near your heart, not holding you down, only keeping you company as you let go into rest. She says, you do not have to leave your body to find peace. Peace can come all the way down into the body. It can enter the places that have been waiting. It can sit with the ache. It can warm the tired places. It can stay. The fire burns lower now, and the lodge fills with a deep amber glow. The medicine woman reaches for a blanket folded at the end of the bed. It's heavier than the others, woven with soft gray, cream, and silver thread. She spreads it slowly over you, from the feet to the shoulders, and the weight of it feels like a long exhale. This is the blanket of being allowed to rest before everything is finished, allowed to be loved before you feel perfect, allowed to have needs, allowed to be human, allowed to be magical, allowed to be soft and powerful at the same time. The medicine woman touches the center of your forehead with one warm finger. A small point of silver light appears there. It is cool and soothing, like moonlight. Then she touches the center of your chest, and a warm pearl light glows there. Then she touches the palms of your hands, and tiny lights open there too. Mind, heart, hands. May your mind become a kinder place to live. May your heart remember it is not foolish for loving. May your hands know when to hold on and when to let go. As the blessing settles, imagine the lodge around you expanding slightly. The circular walls glow. The stones at the base remember the earth. The timber remembers the forest. The woven branches remember the hands that shaped them. The fabric remembers the wind. The charms remember prayer. And you, lying within it all, remember something too. You belong to life, not because of what you produce, not because of what you carry, but because you are life. For a few moments, let yourself receive without needing to name what is happening. Receive the warmth of the fire. Receive the smell. Receive the scent of the luxurious oil in your hair. Receive the clean thread of smoke rising towards the stars. Receive the soft sound of water beyond the doorway. Receive the medicine woman's steady presence beside you. Receive the quiet return of your own light. There may be emotion here. There may be calm. Let it be enough. Healing does not always arrive as thunder. Sometimes it arrives as the first honest breath after a long season of holding it. Sometimes it arrives as warmth on the scalp, as a brush moving gently through what was tangled. Sometimes it arrives as a simple realization that you are not alone, as the hard days made you believe. The medicine woman smiles softly, as if she heard that realization before you did. She says, "The world will still be the world, but you do not have to return to it empty. You may return to it carrying warmth. You may return carrying quiet. You may return carrying yourself." Let that become the medicine, not an escape from life, but a remembering of how to move through life with something sacred still inside you. Slowly, the medicine woman begins to prepare you for your journey back. There is no rush. The lodge does not push you out. The fire does not go dark. The care you received does not vanish because the meditation begins to close. She helps you sit up in your imagination, wrapping the soft blanket around your shoulders. Your hair feels warm and smooth from the oil. The scent still lingers, comforting and clean. The small piece of carved wood remains in your hand, a reminder of the healing lodge and the quiet that lives inside you. The medicine woman walks with you to the doorway. Before you step outside, she turns to face you. The firelight glows behind her. The silver charms frame her like small stars. She says, "When you forget, come back." Not because you failed, but because all living things return to what nourishes them. Then she places her hand over her heart and bows her head. You feel the blessing moving from her heart to yours, not as a command, not as a lesson, but as a warmth you can carry. Step outside the lodge. The night air is cool against your face. The trees are quiet. The sandy path back to the water glows faintly beneath your feet. Each grain touched with silver light. Behind you, the lodge remains warm and steady, smoke rising peacefully into the stars. You know this place will remain, not somewhere you must chase, somewhere you can return to with breath and memory, with the simple act of closing your eyes and choosing to receive. The small wooden boat waits at the shore. The same blanket lies folded inside. The charms along the edge move as you step in. The boat does not ask whether you are ready. It simply trusts the timing of your spirit. As the boat glides away from the shore, look back one last time. The medicine woman stands at the edge of the clearing, one hand lifted. The healing lodge glows behind her like a warm moon among the trees. The smoke rising from the roof becomes a silver thread that reaches into the night sky. The water carries you slowly home. The ripples shine with blue, pearl, lavender, and silver. But now, the light does not only belong to the water. Some of it lives in you, in your hair, in your chest, in your palms, in the quiet bowl above your heart. Let the boat rock gently. Let your breathing find the rhythm of the water. Inhale and receive. Exhale and soften. Inhale and return. Exhale and remember. The original shore begins to appear ahead, but it looks different now. Not because the world has changed completely, but because you are returning with a little more of yourself. A little more warmth, a little more steadiness, a little more permission to be cared for by life. The boat reaches the sand. When you step out, imagine the carved wood dissolving into small light into your palm. That light moves gently into your body, settling wherever you need it most. The boat drifts back into the mist, and the silver water fades softly from view. Begin to notice the place where your real body is resting. Notice the support beneath you. Notice the air touching your skin. And notice the gentle rise and fall of your breath. You do not have to come back all at once. Let your awareness return slowly, like morning light entering a quiet room. Feel your feet, feel your legs, feel your hips and back, feel your shoulders, your arms, hands, feel your neck, your jaw, your cheeks, your eyes, and your forehead. Let the body know you are here with it again. Take a deep breath in. Hold it softly for a moment. And exhale slowly. Begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Roll the shoulders gently if that feels good. Move the head a little from side to side. Let the body choose small movements that feel kind. And as you return, keep one hand on the feeling of the lodge, the warm oil, the steady brush, the fire, the water, the medicine woman's voice saying there is nothing you must do here, only allow. Carry that with you into the rest of your day or night. Let it change the way you speak to yourself. Let it soften the way you hold your body. Let it remind you that care is not something you must earn by breaking first. When you are ready, place a hand over your heart or simply imagine one there. And silently say to yourself, I return with warmth. I return with quiet. I return with myself. Take one final breath in and release it slowly. When you are ready, gently open your eyes. Namaste.